Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do Leetcode weekly. First question, furthest point from the origin. So basically let us first read this question, then about the constraints, then the examples, and then finally the coding part for the same. So here you are given a string moves of length n consisting of only L, R, and underscore as the characters. The string represent your movements on a number line starting from the origin 0. In the first, basically in the ith move, you can choose one of the following directions. Move to the left if move of I is equals to L, or move of I is equal to underscore. Move to the right if move of I is equal to R, or move of I is equal to underscore. Return the distance from the origin of the furthest point you can get to after n moves. So basically, in this question, we are given with an input array where L, R, and underscore are there, and at the end we are required to return that what would be the farthest distance which we can obtain from the starting from the origin. So now the thing is that there could be L, R, and underscore, these characters could be there, and then we are required to check that if we move towards L and then towards R, then how we need to decide the positions on the basis of these underscore which are given to us. 1 minute. So here basically the thing is that if we are given with L and then underscore is there, means let us take this first example, and then R, then L, then underscore, then again underscore, and then R. Now the thing is that let us assume, see, if we take this as a number line, means basically 0, then here L means that we need to go at this side, and R means we need to go at this side, right? So we need to check that from this origin, right, how many steps we would be it makes how many steps we can go ahead in n moves, and n here simply refers to the whole which is being given to us. So now in that context, the thing is that if we go towards the left, if we put here as left, right, and here also is left and left, right, so total 5 lefts are there, and then this R is there, right? So the thing is that we are required to give the maximum of either of L or R, or if there is underscores which are given which could be maximum, that is the thing which we are required to return. Means basically if this is there as 5, right, and then this is there as 2, basically difference between the two we are required to given, because the thing here is that either if we move 5 steps here, then 2 steps we move towards the right. So basically the maximum which we are away which we can move away from our origin would be 3 in this context. Then if we go ahead with this one, so here again first we need to check that which is the maximum, R or L. Here the maximum is L, right? So we will be simply subtracting the R from the L, that is 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, and then we will be counting that what are the underscores which are there, and that thing we will be simply adding to whatever was the difference we obtained by subtracting R and L, and that would be the total moves which we will be having, basically the farthest distance which we can reach from the origin. And when there is all the underscores, then surely either we move left or we move right, so total underscores which are there, that would be a direct answer. So basically for moving farthest from origin would be that whatever R or L is there, difference between two, and then simply adding up the underscore which is there. So that is how we are required to code this particular question. And as basically the intuition behind this is this, and now comes the part that basically uh, what are the constraints for the same. So accordingly we will be required to code, but as the thing is that it is a easy level question, so surely constraint would be in that manner that brute force will also work here. So here we can clearly see that it is 50, means at max 50 moves could be there, and L, R and underscore are the only characters. So we don't need to put any check that if apart from these any character is there. So now let us go ahead with the coding part for the same. So now the thing here is that first thing is L, R and underscore is there. So we will be taking count of all of them and count L. So that's why we are taking the variables for the same. Then count R. Then count underscore. All of them we are keeping as 0, and then finally the answer which would be there, that also we are initializing here only. And now comes the part that we are required to check that what is the count of each of them. So now in the moves, basically here characters are stored, so that's why we will be doing char I, and then we will be checking each of the character, that if I equals to L, then we will be increasing our count of L. If I equals to R, then we will be increasing count R. If I equals to the underscore, then we will be increasing the count underscore. Like this we will be able to get all the counts, and then we are required to check after this for loop that if count of L is greater than count of R, or even it is equals to as well, then in that context we will be subtracting count of L and then adding up count of underscore. Else the thing would be other way around, that count of L is less than count of R. So that's why in that context we will be just reversing the signs of these. And this thing we are required to store in our answer. And then at the end we'll return our answer for the same. If we check our example test cases also, then let us check that if matches 3, 5, 7 these are, and then if we submit it, then it got accepted. Now comes the part that what is the time complexity and space complexity for the same. So the time complexity is simply order of n, because we are traversing the input array which is of length n, and the space complexity here is order of 1, because we are not taking any extra space, only variables are there and nothing else. So that's why this is the time complexity and space complexity for this solution. So this was all for this particular question. If you have any doubt, you could comment that down, and please do like and subscribe to my channel if it was really helpful for you. So thank you.